go. Here we go. What's happening, everybody? Going on. Appreciate y'all stopping in on this Saturday. We're going to cut this music. Get this music out of here. We got another one for you. We have another one for you. 20 Plus Trucking. All right. You might have heard of him. Come on, then. Give y'all a salute. Come on, make sure you put your comment in there so I can salute y'all, man. Give you shout outs. Hurry up. Get y'all butts on in here. Hurry up. Come on. We got another one for you. The hazmat trucker, my guy. SNS, what's the deal? VJ, what's happening? We got 20 Plus Trucking backstage. We're going to peek back there. If he's ready, he will give me a thumbs up, and we will bring him up top. All right, we got to go. 20 Plus Trucking, how are you, sir?
Good. How you doing, Dirty Broke?
Hey, we're doing great, man. What's up with you?
I'm enjoying a day off. I get a lot of those working for Walmart, and I'm just glad to be on your podcast, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, man, I appreciate you coming on. Just some shout outs real quick. What's up, Gfer? One of my colleagues right there. Kenyatta, how you doing? What's happening? Y'all come on in. Hit the thumbs up when y'all slide in. Hey, if y'all have any questions, put them in the comment section. You know how we do it. I'll pop them on the screen. 20 Plus Trucking. We'll get to them. 702. What up, OG? What's happening? All right. So, hey, where do you want to start? Let's start just before Walmart, if you don't mind. What were you doing just before Walmart?
Well, just before Walmart, I became a truck driver.
Okay.
Because I got into it pretty quick. I mean, I had no plans on being a truck driver in my life. My dad was a mechanic all his life, and he said, whatever you do, don't be turning these wrenches. I want you to do something different. And, I was working construction, and I was laid off a lot because I did concrete tilt-ups. It was hard, hot, and dirty. Wanted to do something else. And one morning, my wife, she was my girlfriend at that time, she was reading a thing in the paper and said, you're on unemployment. You could be a truck driver. And I thought, truck driver? What do I want to do that for? She goes, oh, I hear they pay good. So long story short, went through a school.
They lied. It's like,
yeah. Like I got it all paid for. And then, I went into one of the mega carriers because it was easy, just get a job like immediately. And I lasted at that for 4 months. And then I ended up going into fuel hauling, believe it or not.
Just to back up, you mind naming the company or you want to keep that?
You mean the mega carrier?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It was Swift. No, I picked the worst. At the time, that was the worst. I was like, oh, you don't want to go to Swift. But they would hire you before you even had your license. I called them and they said, do you have your license? I said, not till next week. And they said, we'll hire you. I said, okay, I'll do it. And it was just to get the experience is all. But we moved. I worked for them for about 4 months and then we moved. And then where we live now, I got a job locally hauling fuel, which like a straight truck, home every night kind of thing. And up here where I live in extreme Northern California, we heat our homes with fuel, like kerosene and diesel.
Yep.
And so I did that because I thought, well, that's going to be the best experience, right? Hauling fuel. It was the best thing I ever done, actually. I mean, I didn't make anything back then. This is 2002. They were paying me $11 an hour to haul fuel. Wow. So it was not great, but it was experience. And so I ended up going back over the road again with a smoothbore food grade tanker company. It was called Jim Artman. Some people might recognize that name. They're out of business now, but I hauled cream and milk and orange juice and that kind of thing across the United States.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I didn't know anything about Walmart. I saw their trucks out on the road. And I thought, oh, man, they're all doing like 55 mile an hour. They're wearing the monkey suit and everything. I don't want, that's not me. I had a truck that was, not governed and I was just running wild. And some of the guys there I worked with, they said, oh, that Walmart, that's a real good job. And I'm like, you can have that. I don't want none of that. And the vice president of our company at the time, I had a conversation with him and I said, how come we can't hire more people? We don't have people. And he goes, we can't compete with that distribution center up the road. I didn't even know what he was talking about. I go, distribution center? What are you talking about? And he goes, the Walmart. Well, I respected that guy a lot. So
Mm-hmm.
I thought that means something that this guy's saying it, because he was like vice president of ConAgra for years. And so I knew he was smart about this kind of thing. So I just
Okay.
made a phone call to the DC and I said, hey, you guys hiring? And the guy goes, yeah, for about an hour longer, we're going to be hiring. He goes, can you come down here right now? I said,
Oh
okay.
wow.
And this is back in the day before they had all this onboarding and online, and there was none of that. And
Mm-hmm.
I came in and filled the application out, and he goes, yeah, today's the last day we're taking applications.
Mm.
And yeah, they called me. I had the interview and all this, and out of 112 people, 4 people got hired.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, it was a different
Wow.
world back then. I mean, the onboarding was I took a ride with the safety guy. He goes, just hop in, do whatever it is you do, and I'll just be watching. And so literally we took a little ride, came back,
Mm-hmm.
backed it in, and he goes, you're gonna do just fine. And that was, I got hired.
That was it. Nice. Nice. I bet it's a whole lot different now, right?
Oh, it is extremely different and harder, I
Mm,
think. Quite a bit harder.
mm,
I mean, I watched your videos, the 2 different Walmart drivers you had on, and
uh-huh.
they did a really good job explaining all this new stuff, like the onboarding and the background and all
Mhm.
this stuff. And I was talking to our HR department the other day, and I said, "How come we're not hiring that many people?" And she says, "It's because they can't pass the onboarding.
Oh.
It's slim pickings for people to pass that."
Now, what in your opinion, what's the biggest hurdle with that
Uh, the,
onboarding that
it's
they're
going to be
dropping the
the
ball?
pre-trip. I think it's the
Really?
pre-trip. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
because they time you. I think it's, now don't quote me on this. I think it's 20 minutes. And
Mhm.
so you got to name, you got to do a good pre-trip, and then you got to touch every lug nut, which I think you guys know that on your
Mhm,
other deals. They said that
mhm.
every lug nut, and then they got like main things that you cannot miss, otherwise it's immediate fail. Like the fifth wheel, or the pins on the trailer and things like that. You know,
Now, do
uh,
they prepare you for this before you actually do that
yeah,
or
they were doing a lot more, but I think they backed off a little bit at this point. I talked to a guy the other day, and he says that Monday and Tuesday they give you a pre-trip guide, and then
okay.
they show you how to do it, and then
Mhm.
and then so you have to do that, and the driving, you're doing it each day. Well, on
Okay.
Thursday and Friday are the 2 days. And
Mhm.
man, I wish I could remember it. I think you can't miss more than 6 things.
Mhm.
Don't quote me on that, but I mean,
Mhm.
that's pretty harsh considering, you got a whole pre-trip, you got a backing thing, you got a drive test. Uh,
Mhm.
and they don't give you a second chance after those 2 days. I mean, on Friday, if you miss more than 6 things, then you'll have to reapply,
Oh,
come
wow.
back.
Mhm. Wow. But well, I guess it's cool that at least they it's almost like they're giving you the cheat sheet, right? I guess you just have to follow exactly what they want you to do and then do it, right?
Well, I think that's the trick right there. I've talked to a couple of people that have drove for like 35 years and they didn't pass. And they were
Mhm.
kind of indignant about it, I guess you could say. They
Mhm.
were
Mhm.
mad.
Yeah, yeah.
And they said that's nonsense. I've been driving all these years. I know what I'm doing. Well,
Mhm.
I think the key is that you've heard this, I'm sure, the Walmart way. There's a way they want you to do it,
They
and you
want
need
you to
to,
do it.
yeah, you got
Mhm.
to do it that way.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're
Yeah.
not going to bring you on.
Yep. I mean, I've done a video on this and I've talked about this just with my personal experience training drivers. I find it more difficult to train veteran fuel haulers
Yeah,
to do it the Gemini way. Oh man, that's stupid. Da, da, da. They want to, they want to
yeah,
argue. No, man, I'm not here to argue with you. I'm just teaching you how to do it their way. That's it.
right.
And they struggle. The older guys seem to struggle with that. The younger people, they seem to be more receptive to that information.
Yeah, we're getting a lot more younger people than we ever have. When I came on, well, I'd have to do some math, but I'm 52 now, and it was 17 years ago. So I guess that means I
Hmm.
was in my 30s. Yeah, I was in my
Hmm.
30s. I was the youngest guy at the time.
Really?
You know,
Okay.
yeah, and we get a lot of people now that are in their 30s. Like it's pretty common.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And we got a question on the screen. Can you grab that one?
The local driver positions. Yeah. We do. And it depends on where you're talking about. Like I'm out of Red Bluff, California, and we have some local positions. Usually you got to work here a long time to get the seniority to be able to get one of those to come home every night. But
Mm-hmm.
the DC down in LA, let's say for instance, they got a whole fleet of them. I mean, there's all kinds
Oh.
of people doing day position there. So I mean, it kind of
Mhm.
depends on where you live, what DC you're going to be out of. Like where you live in Philadelphia, right?
Right.
Uh,
Well, outside of Philly.
okay, well, you're near a big
Uh huh.
city. I would
Right.
imagine they probably got a ton of day positions in a place like that.
Yeah, I
Where,
do see a lot of day cabs running around. I was trying to get a hold of a guy. I actually had him set up to do an interview, and he kind of disappeared on me. That happens a lot, so I don't know because I was really curious how that works. The day cab positions.
yeah, I talked to a couple of them. I can't remember everything, and they told me, but I believe they get paid by the hour, and
Hmm.
just recently they're able to get a safety bonus, like a quarterly safety bonus. Apparently, they didn't have that before. Um, it. I forget how many hours. I think it's a pretty long day. I think you're talking like 12, at least 12 hours a day. Uh,
Hmm.
so I mean, it's
So
work. You're gonna work.
okay, yeah, Kenyatta just put something up on the screen here. He said, "Yeah, you get 30 minutes. And you have five. Oh man, criticals. You can't
Yeah,
use it.
that's it. 5 criticals. Yep.
Right, right. Okay. On the previous.
Yeah,
All right, good information, man.
I asked my subscribers to get on here and help out with some of these answers. I knew a lot of these guys know.
Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. But yeah, huh. Wow. Um, okay, I'm coming to you. I see your YouTube channel, you're doing your thing on YouTube, and I want to work for Walmart. So I'm gonna first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna email you. I'm looking for an email address because I
Right.
don't want to be in the comment section. I need to get direct with the people.
Yeah.
And I'm saying this to try to explain to people how to do this because I come across a lot of people they don't know how to do this for some
Right.
reason. I don't know
Yeah.
what that's about. We didn't grow up with the internet. Man, you got to probably be close in age. We didn't grow up with this internet, man. I don't know. Like we talk to people, you know what I'm saying?
They
So
talk to him, put the handshake on him. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So now they
Mhm.
got this beautiful thing called the internet. I can just email you. Look, you all the way in California. Look, we just met last week, and look where we're at today. Like you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
And but that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna email you. I'm saying, hey Don, I'm thinking about getting at Walmart. Could you help me out? What should I need to know, do, and things like that? What would you tell me?
Well, the first thing I tell you is that you can only apply online, and it's drive the
Okay.
number 4 Walmart. And once you
Hmm.
go there, it gives you all the requirements, like right there on the page. It tells you everything you can and can't have, whether it be critical accidents or DUIs or whatever your issue is. It'll tell you you can
It's
only have.
no exceptions.
There's
Oh,
some
okay,
some
okay.
exceptions, yeah.
Hmm.
Um, it's a lot of details. A lot of times you'll end up having to talk to your recruiter, because everybody's got a special situation. I got in an accident, but it wasn't my fault. But the the police report said something different, and you got to get on there, read that, and then fill out the application, and then call the number and ask them all the questions because things change a lot too. And so
Absolutely.
drivers can't keep up on this kind of thing, because it
Hmm.
changes so
Hmm.
much.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, and as far as using you as a reference, and what do you got? Like a driver number, or how's that
Yeah,
work?
yeah, we have a referral program, and with the referral program, I land up getting $5,000 in two parts. The first part is after you're on your own for 2 weeks, and then the second part is 6 months later. And so the benefit for you is if you use my driver number, which I can put it in the chat here to show everybody, but
Absolutely, absolutely.
but
Help
you put in
people
my
out.
you put in my full name, and you put in my driver number,
Okay,
and
I'm going to pin this, people. So if
oh
you're
well,
catching
maybe
this
I ought
on
to,
the replay, that information will be in here. In fact, I will put this information in the description of this video when Don gives it to me.
maybe I ought to just do the whole thing here. Let's see. So anyway, you use this information, and a lot of times it will put you on top of the stack of applications. There you
Uh-oh,
go.
hold on, Don, hold on. Say that again for them people way back there because they missed that. Say that again.
Yeah, a lot of times it'll put you on top of the stack applications. I mean, there's no stack. I mean, it's an internet thing, but it puts you up front. And the reason why
There
is
you go.
because there could be one position in, let's say, Fontana, California. Maybe there's only one position available. 500 people apply. You know, by getting a referral, all those people that have referrals, they go to the front of the stack.
I hope y'all heard that. What minute are we at? We at 16:40. I got to remember that because that's going to be a YouTube short. Okay. Because we
Okay,
try to explain this to people, man. The 3 keys to be successful in life: relationship, timing, and location. Okay.
Mhm.
If you got all those 3, man, you're probably going to be successful at whatever it is you're trying to do. If you have all those 3 working for you.
Oh yeah. Well, the old saying, "It's not what you know, it's who you know." That's still in effect today. I mean, to a certain
Today,
extent.
I try to tell people that all the time, man. All the time.
So if you do that, then you'll have
Hmm.
better chances of getting a job. And the other thing is that sometimes there's a lot of openings, and it won't really matter. But I mean, it just depends on where you're applying to. That's all.
Okay.
And some of these places, and that's the other thing, you look on driveforwalmart.com, and some of these places will have $10,000 sign-on bonuses. Not all of them, but some of them.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll end up with $10,000 extra by the end of the year. I don't know how they pay it out, but I would imagine it's probably half and half,
Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so you got
Okay.
to live 250 miles from a DC. So that's another thing you need to look for on the driveforwalmart.com.
250 miles from a DC. There you go. We got Captain Caveman here. Okay. He used you as a reference, Donald. So shout out to him. Shout out to you for helping him. So he's just waiting on his background to clear. So he can't wait. So
Right
we're
on.
rooting for you, man. Captain Caveman, we're rooting for you, man. I hope you land that. All right. Here's here's Donald's information right here. I'm gonna grab that and I'm gonna pin that to the top.
I appreciate it.
And I will put that in the description of the video when this video as soon as it's over, I'll grab that. Let's see what we got here. All right, we got another one. Yeah, okay. I think he works here. You work here, right, Kenyatta? Yeah, he works here. Okay. Okay. Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about the real quick, because it was just on my mind. You just recently did a video about having your hazmat
Yeah.
endorsement. Walmart is requiring that, right? Explain that to the people.
They do require it. I mean, we don't haul a lot of hazmat, but I mean, we haul some. Like in the springtime, we may do those canisters for your camp stove. It'd be over 1,000 pounds, or there'll be big lighters and things like that. And so maybe once or twice in a whole year, I'll have a placarded load. But other than that, I mean, it's below the amount. But they give you 120 days to get your hazmat after being hired. At least that's what it used to be. It should be the same. And they pay for it. And I imagine they probably help you if you need help studying or whatever. But I mean, that's a pretty good deal. I mean, they'll bring you on and get you going before that.
And they reimburse you for that, right? They reimburse you for your license renewal and all that kind of stuff. Let us know.
Yeah, no, they reimburse for that. Yeah. Yeah.
There you go, people. I'll tell you, a lot of these companies, these private companies, these pretty big companies, they usually cover all that. I haven't paid for a physical. I haven't paid for my driver's license. I haven't paid for my hazmat renewal. I haven't paid for none of that in years.
Oh yeah.
Now, what we do, we have to pay for it up front, and then they reimburse you. Not for the physical. They take care of the DOT physical. But as far as for your driver's license and your hazmat, you pay for that up front. Show them you got it. They reimburse you. It'll be right in your check the following week. It's just that simple.
Yep. No,
Is that
exactly.
how pretty much it is at Walmart?
Oh yeah. No, if I ever get a job somewhere else, I'm going to be lost because I've been spoiled for a lot of years. We've had that same thing. Exactly.
Good deal. Good deal, man. Good deal. Tell us about the pay structure over there. How does that work?
So the pay structure, I know everybody gets pretty wound up on the per mile thing. And I think, don't quote me on this, maybe somebody knows in the chat, I think people get started out at 57 cents a mile, but it's different pay throughout the United States. There's like a couple different pay structures. we got some pretty good raises here a few years ago, and some of the states didn't get as good as we did in California. It started a pretty good uproar, a lot of angry people out there, but
Mm-hmm.
so pay per mile, I'm at 66 cents a mile, but I mean, we
Mm-hmm.
get paid for everything we do. We get $42 to stay in the truck at night for layover. So you get 4 nights a week, at least if you're 5 days out. Every time you show up somewhere, they call it an arrive. So you get, I think it's like $10. Um, Drop and hook. Oh gosh, I don't know all the numbers. Like a live load or a live unload, that's like 11.50. And so, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, there's a number for every activity you do. You
Everything
put
you do.
chains on at $60, which we do a lot of chains out here because we got Donner Pass and Snoqualmie Pass out here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know, pretty much no company is paid to have people put chains on.
Wow.
So, or sleep in the truck at night. I mean, that's just kind of a rarity. So we get paid for everything. If there's any
Mm-hmm.
downtime, like there's an accident or maybe the paperwork's not ready at the DC, you get $16 an hour until it's dealt with.
Till they figure it out. Oh, good deal.
Right.
Good deal. Good deal. Okay. We got
So,
let's see. Go ahead.
I should add something else with the pay
No,
structure.
go ahead. Go ahead.
We have a thing called PTO, which is paid time off, and how that ties into the pay structure is that they figure out what your average is over a 12-week working time. And so
Mm-hmm.
right now, I think I'm at 487 average per day. And so if
Nice.
you do anything like meetings or surveys or trainings, because we have trainings like on the computer, I think a lot of jobs have that, how to
Mm-hmm.
be
Mm-hmm.
safe or whatever the deal is. They pay you a tenth of that. Or let's say
Mm-hmm.
there's a safety meeting or a training, it's like 8 hours. They're going to pay you a tenth of your ADP. So that means if I'm 487 a day, I'm getting $48.70 an hour while we
Mm-hmm.
do all that. And so that matters, to have that higher ADP.
Mm-hmm.
And so the PTO, that's paid time off. Cause I know you're going to ask me, do we get money for Christmas and Thanksgiving and all that?
Absolutely.
Well,
Hey, I'm
I
right.
won't, they didn't get rid
Unlike
of
a
it.
lot of these people, I'm writing this stuff down. Okay. I don't know what y'all be doing, but I write information down, man. Okay.
Well, when I first came here, they would give you, I don't even remember what they gave us a day's pay. Maybe it was a couple $100. I don't even remember. And then you'd have a week vacation in that first year. And then 3 years, you got two, and so on and so forth. Well, they kind of got
Mm-hmm.
rid of all that and they just turned it into PTO. So you earn a little bit of time off every day that you work. And
Okay.
so you use that for like Christmas, Thanksgiving, your vacation. Maybe I just didn't feel like coming in on Monday. So I call and go, hey, you know what? I'm not going to come in. And then I can use
Mm-hmm.
one of those days.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I have a bad day, like, I don't make a lot of money. And then I can, let's say my day is only $350 and I want to make my 487. I can use a portion of that PTO to up my day.
Wow.
Um,
Okay.
and so that's what the PTO is good for. And I know the new guys, I think they get like 25 days a year built up. This is an
Mm-hmm.
average.
Mm-hmm.
I get 40. And then we have 4 safety days that you're given, it's quarterly. And those are
Mm-hmm.
also paid days. So I land up with over 40 a year paid days off. I can use any way
Wow.
I want.
Wow. Y'all hear that, people? That's a lot of time off. A lot of time off. Uh, and I got a question.
Sure.
Uh, well, since we're talking about the paid time off, things like that, let's get the important stuff out of the way.
Okay.
Healthcare, 401ks, things of that sort. Can you tell us? Can you explain that to us? If you're having a
So,
match, what's that? What's the deal?
well, I'll go with the easy ones first. So the
Okay.
401k, it's got a 6% match, dollar for dollar. And
Hold on. What?
is that a lot, or I don't know. I don't keep up on this kind of thing.
That's pretty good, man. That's pretty
Is it
good.
good? That's good.
Because I think the average is around 3 to 4. So if you're
No.
getting 6, yeah, I think you're doing pretty good. That's
Yeah.
a good deal.
And so you can do that, and then We have the stock purchase plan, which I know there's a percentage on it, but the way it works is if you buy $75 of stock every pay period, which is every 2 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
I think you land up they give you like $12 worth of stock, whatever that percentage is.
Whatever that is. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
that's pretty cool. Yeah.
yeah. And I've known a few people. Well, when I first came here, the safety guy at that time, he had worked here for like 35 years, and he bought the max stock every pay period.
Mm-hmm.
He never sold any of it. He just kept it for
Mm-hmm. Just
35
kept
years.
it. Oh man, he's sitting pretty now.
Yeah, because just the minimum, I mean, it's a few $1,000s a year, so that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I've known multiple Walmart drivers that have left here with their 401k and their stock purchase, and they're worth, 1.5 million, 1.8 million dollars. You know, I'm
Mm-hmm.
sure they put in maximum. I'm sure they actually, did all that stuff with the 401k where you roll things over or do whatever. I don't know the details, but I've known multiple
Mm-hmm.
drivers where
Good
they're
deal.
set, if you do the right thing.
Good deal.
So the medical,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
um, I'm not real big on medical. I mean, I barely went to the doctor in the last 35 years, but from what I hear, people are saying it's pretty good. I didn't think it was that good, but I guess it's not bad. They got like 3 different packages right now. Every year we can
Mm-hmm.
change this. They have what's
Mm-hmm.
called open enrollment at the end of October, and you
Mm-hmm.
can change all your benefits and do whatever you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
But they have a deal where they got like health savings accounts.
That's what I was just getting ready to ask you. Good deal. So
Yeah.
they do offer a health savings account, man. That's a good way to take advantage of this kind of stuff for the
Oh, yeah.
people that don't know. Okay, but go ahead.
Well, what's that? Oh yeah, that's right. So the health savings account, they'll match you. It depends on what plan you're on, like maybe
Mm-hmm.
$500 or $300. And what I thought was cool about that is that let's say you wanted to go to a chiropractor or something like that, but the medical
Mm-hmm.
doesn't cover it. But you can
Mm-hmm.
use that money to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean that's a handy thing. Deductibles to me they seem outrageous. I mean they're
Mm-hmm.
anywhere from was it $2,500 up to $6,000 depending on which
Yeah.
plan you go on.
Yeah. Putting on which plan. Yeah.
But once
That's,
you get up to like 10 or 12,000, it's out of pocket maximum anyway. So I mean,
yeah.
if something major happens to you, I mean it's all covered.
Yeah. That's pretty much the way of health insurance, man. It is ridiculous, but I look at it like this, man. Some people are not getting that, So the
Right.
fact that you are getting it, hey, man,
Well,
you
one of
don't.
the things that I think is really cool, I've never actually experienced it myself. They have now I gotta remember the name. Center of Excellence. My wife is helping me over here.
Mhm,
Centers
mhm.
of
Just
Excellence.
just take the mic and just kinda swing the
Right.
mic.
Yeah, yeah. And so the Centers of Excellence, I think I'm not sure where it's located. It may be down in Arizona somewhere.
Mhm,
Well, anyway, let's say you need a heart transplant, a lung transplant, you got cancer, some major thing, right? You from what I know, they completely cover everything,
mhm,
100%. And they put you up in a motel and they feed you and take care of you. And the people I've talked to, they're just stoked. They're just like, I didn't have to worry about a thing. Everybody was super kind. It was all 100% paid as long as you
mhm,
don't mind going down, like I said, Arizona or wherever it is. Is it?
mhm.
Oh, is there a couple of them? Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, if major health's a thing to you, I mean, you have something like that happen and you don't have insurance, you'll end up losing your home and everything,
You you're wiped out, yeah. You're wiped
Yeah.
out, man. That'll wipe you out. Uh, now
But what
I'm almost certain. Go ahead.
oh, go ahead.
No, I don't wanna cut you off. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say what I like about the insurance the best is the life insurance. It used to be that it was only like 250,000. Well, now they have $1 million life insurance, which it depends on how old you are, what it costs. Like for me, it was like $50 a paycheck. Well, now that I'm 52, I saw it went up to like 70 or 72 or something
Yeah.
a
See,
paycheck.
you gotta stop getting old,
Yeah,
okay?
I
Just
know it's a bad habit is what it is.
I'm telling you.
But yeah, and so now this time around, I noticed that my I have $1 million on her, $1 million on the
Mhm,
kids, and I mean, to me, that's a thrill, because what's the biggest thing as a husband or a father? You worry about what's going to happen to my family if I'm gone. Well,
Absolutely.
it'd be nice if they had $1 million. That might help a little, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That'll make the grieving just a little bit easier.
A little bit, yeah, yeah. I told him I go enjoy Hawaii if I'm
Yeah,
done.
yeah, yeah. Right, 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 right,
So
right.
we
But
got dental insurance. I
mhm,
don't know too much about that. It seems like they put out like, I don't know, $2,500 or something like that in your dental a year. They got
mhm.
stuff that covers, like I want to say maintenance, but that's not the word. Preventative care. That's it.
Okay, preventative.
Um,
Okay. Mhm,
and then we got eye also, and I think that
mhm,
you get your best deal going to one of the Walmart eye places. And
mhm.
so, I mean, I guess it's not terrible. I don't know. It's pretty good, I think, from what
Yeah.
everybody's
Well,
telling me.
and this is my thing, Don, and this is what I try to tell people. If you think health insurance is expensive, right, that you have to pay for, try getting sick and don't have it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so don't forget that. You know what I'm saying? And
Well,
that's what I try to,
then you land up not having choices of what doctors you want or where you go,
absolutely.
and that
Yeah,
matters.
just go wherever
If
they
you're
send
getting
you.
bad
Yeah,
care, that's terrible. You
that is
know.
terrible, man. And a
Yeah.
lot of and one thing, and I'm almost certain your company offers this. You can just let me know. You guys probably offer short term disability and long
Oh
term
yeah, we got
disability.
short term and long term.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I had long term, but I ended up letting it go. Somebody taught me out of it. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know why I did it, but so I
Mm-hmm.
got the short term. But they got
Mm-hmm.
other stuff too. They got accidental death and dismemberment, and
Absolutely. Yeah.
there's some things in there that, like, if you're like somebody's sick or whatever and there's a hardship, I think you can get some money out of it. I don't know all the details, but
Mm-hmm.
there's like different ways where you would think, like $2,000, oh, that's no big deal. It might be a big deal if, one of my kids is hurt and I need to get motel rooms or whatever, because we got to
Mm-hmm.
go to a certain hospital. And so they got stuff like that, critical illness, like for
Mm-hmm.
cancer and things like that. Gosh, there's a
Mm-hmm.
lot actually. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
we got
That's
books
what's there.
filled.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So these companies, these big time companies like a Walmart and others, they really offer a lot of things, man. And one of the things I do like to I always like to talk about the healthcare. I always like to talk about the 401k because I am an investor and I promote that. I be on people's ass all the time about investing, especially this young man right here. Okay, I'm on you. I'm on you. We had a conversation this morning. But anyway, I try to tell people to do that, particularly when you're a young man,
Yeah.
to get into this and stay into this, get that match out of that company, at least do that. That's free money you're getting right there, dollar for dollar, man. That's 100% return, like, like you can't miss with that.
It's funny you
But
mentioned that, because I've talked to several Walmart drivers here in the last couple of months, and they're all doing what do they call it? Catch up investing,
oh
where
yeah, absolutely,
they
absolutely. That's
didn't do
what
the
me.
right thing in the beginning. And I'm one of
That's
them
what me.
people.
That's what me and the old guys do. Like we try we like we try to catch up.
Oh yeah.
That's what I don't even think I bring a paycheck home. Everything gets reinvested. Like I
Yeah.
come home with $50 a week, man. But I just want to back up just for a minute here to the importance of short-term disability and long-term disability. Like, and I want to talk to the people that's in the audience and the people catching this on a replay. If something happens to Don or myself, we're still going to get 60% of our pay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something to be said about that. I mean, we fall out the truck, this, that, and the other. Like, we're still going to get a paycheck until we
Well, I
get
mean,
able to get back in the truck. Go ahead.
just as an example, I mean, let's say you make $100,000 a year, you're going to $60,000 a year is going to be rolling in.
Sure.
While you're sick, sitting at home, you don't have to worry about, like, being broke or losing your house or whatever.
Absolutely, man. That's what I said, man. If you think this stuff is expensive, try to get sick and don't have it. Try having an injury. Try breaking your leg and you don't have no health care. You don't have short-term disability, long-term. Try that one. Let me know how that worked out for you.
So actually, this brings up something that I've used quite a bit here in the last couple of years, but I never did before. We have a thing called Sedgwick. It's like a third party company, and
Hmm.
when well, good example. My wife, she's been ill a lot here in the last year, and
Hmm.
so if she's sick, then I've taken off like over a month and got paid, and this third party company takes care of it. And I get 100% of my wages, and
There
I'm
you go.
here helping her out. And then I even extended it a little bit through the state, which, yeah, I don't recommend that. That's a nightmare. But, I don't have to worry about all that hassle and all that because they take care of it. If
Hmm.
somebody's sick or if I'm sick, they're sick. Bereavement pay, if somebody
Oh,
passed away.
let's talk about the bereavement pay. A lot of people don't understand that.
Yeah. Well, I
How
mean,
many days you get for bereavement?
they give you 3 days, but I mean, you can use PTO. Let's say
Just
you
to
had to
catch
go all the
off.
way across the country. Well, you
Mm,
get paid for 3 of the days, and then if you need to be out for 5 days, then you can just use PTO on them other days. But they have no problem letting you be off.
right. Now, just to back up real quick here, because Gfer, the question on the screen: does the company pay for any life insurance? Do they pay any percentage of that, or what? Or you have to pay for that?
No, we pay for that. I
Okay.
think maybe back in the early days, I remember they paid. Maybe they do on the minimum side of it, but I'm pretty sure they don't.
Right.
Uh,
Okay.
so you got to
Yeah, I
pay for
wanted to
that.
get that question in there. Okay. Let's see. Here's a question here. Our short term is free. Yep. Short term is free.
Somebody said
Uh,
we pay 75%.
oh, okay. Okay. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So that's good.
There you go. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Let's see. Can you take your wife to work with you sometimes?
Yeah, actually, you can
Whoa,
bring
you can?
well, not just your wife, but you can bring like let's say your son or daughter, your wife, your mom,
Oh
your
man,
dad, your
that
brother,
is
your sister.
awesome. That is
But you can
awesome.
only have one person at a time in there, and then you just fill
Hmm.
out this form, and then it's good for a year. And I mean, we've had drivers where their wife is with them 24/7 every day.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah,
I'll be damned.
some, very
Yeah,
few, but
yeah,
some.
right, right. I got you. I got you. But just having that option, But I think that's pretty awesome. You know what I like about that is for kids when you have young kids, because
Yeah,
that's how I came into trucking. I used to go to work with my dad all the time, but
right.
now a lot of insurance companies don't allow kids to go to work in the truck anymore. For insurance reasons. I
Yeah.
understand that, but hell, man, I grew up in the truck with my dad all the time, so that's how I learned how to drive a truck.
Oh yeah.
So
No, I
and I
I
and
got all daughters, and my oldest daughter, she went with me a couple times, and she
mhm,
still talks about it and remembers it. Now my middle daughter, she wants to go with me now, but
mhm,
I don't really want her to go in the winter. I want
mhm,
maybe a little more dangerous, going over
mhm.
mountain passes and snow and all that. But oh yeah, she's going to get to go, and then my youngest daughter, she's only 5. We have to wait until
Okay.
she the age is they say school age, so I guess that means kindergarten.
I'm
Uh,
assuming, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So she'll get to go
Mhm.
eventually here in a year or so.
Yeah, here's my daughter here. That's my youngest daughter here, and she actually works over here with me. So salute to
Oh, is
her.
that right?
Yeah, yeah, we got her in here. So and I got all girls as well. I got 3 girls, and she's my youngest, and she's working over here pulling tankers. So shout out to her.
Oh, you got it.
Uh,
Okay, she looks older. You got it done early, not me. I got an
oh yeah,
18 year old. I got 18
hey,
year
hey,
old. Was it
hey,
11?
Don, we
No,
didn't play
12-year old.
around, Don. We didn't play around, Don. We got
No,
it
no,
done early.
I was lazy as hell on this. Yeah, and then my youngest is she's 5 now. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's my youngest, and she's working here. I'm not going to tell her age. I don't want to put her out there like that, but that's my youngest. And she's working over here, so she's doing her thing, man. So salute to her, man. And she drove in the truck with me all the when we ran our own trucks. I took her to work with me all the time. So I think
I
that's
think I seen a video of her where she was saying she caught you red handed at the rack or something like that. Was that
yeah,
her?
yeah, yeah. That's her.
Okay,
Yep,
yeah.
that's her. Yep, yep, that's her. Yep, yep. But yeah, yeah. So that's pretty cool, man. That Walmart allows you, to take family members with you. I wish they would allowed us to do that at least, once a year or something like that, man. Because I would love to be able to, bring my granddaughter with me, my grandson. I got grandkids. I would love to be able to bring them with me and kind of just show them what pop up do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Actually, somebody answered the question here. They said they give us 50,000 free.
Oh, okay. Let's get that.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's great, Jonathan. I appreciate that, man. I
So I
tell you,
knew it
man,
was
the chat
something. It
be
just
on
it
there.
wasn't going to be the million, but I knew it was something. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I think over here, I think we get 100,000 free. They give us
Yeah.
100,000 on life insurance. I think they
Yeah.
cover that for us free. And then of course you could get the extra, if you want, additional and all that. But
Right.
they'll take care of you up to 100,000. So I appreciate that. Let's see what we got. Any more questions? Y'all put them in there. If I missed it, just put it right back in there. We'll try to get it back up in there. But yeah, man. So you're over there, you're doing your thing at Walmart. You've been there 17 years. We can ready to change that to 18 years. We can ready to click that. Don is getting ready to go into his 18th year, man. Major salute to you.
Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, it
Hmm.
December 4th will be 18 years, and then in January it'll be 23 years I've drove a truck. And
Hmm.
knock on wood, I don't I
Yeah.
don't want to jinx myself, but I've never had an accident or a ticket or a late load yet. And I'm about 2.5 million miles, but at Walmart, I'm 1.5 million.
Oh,
They gave
look at
me this
that, man.
this
Hold
thing
on.
weighs a
Hold
ton.
hold on. I need you to hold it up for a little longer. Hold on. There
There
we
you
go. Put that up in there like that. There we go. Salute, man. Salute. Million miler there, man.
go. 1.5 actually.
1.5. Okay, we don't want to shortchange you. 1.5. Man, that's awesome, man.
But
Ain't
yeah,
no
no,
ain't no game.
people ask me how I got this far, and I go, it couldn't have been me. It had to been God, because I
Hey,
don't know how that could have been.
I don't know about anybody else, but if I'm looking for a referral at Walmart, I'm going to be emailing Don. Get over there to his channel, 20 plus trucking on YouTube. Okay. Y'all get over there. Check him out, man.
Yeah,
I think
we actually
somebody
have a.
dropped
Oh,
you
go
the
ahead.
link up there. I think Toga dropped your channel in the link.
Oh,
If
okay.
somebody could run that back in there. Toga, if you could run that back in there, if you're still there, I appreciate it.
Oh,
But
I see.
no, I probably could just pin it. What am I doing here? For some reason, my chat ain't working on my phone. I don't know what's going on. Okay, appreciate that. Yep, yep.
So someone says,
Uh,
why 30 months experience minimum? And
what's the deal with that?
well, a lot of drivers are asking why so little? Because it used to be you had to have 1 million miles to work here.
Whoa.
When I came on in 2006, I believe it was 500,000, and they were complaining back then that they didn't want to. When I say they, I mean drivers that have been here for years. They were complaining that, oh, you're dropping the standards too low. And now we're at 30 months. So I mean,
Wow.
it's just harder to get good drivers. That's all there is to it. I mean, what are they going to do? They got to do something to get drivers in here.
Hmm.
So that's what they had to do.
Okay.
But
Question.
I was going to say one more thing. No, we have
Go
this
ahead.
thing, my DC. It's called the Million Mile Aisle, and it's front door parking, and they're for the dispatch office. And
Hmm.
we've got a couple. I think we have one with 5 million. No, I don't think so. Maybe three. We got a couple with 3 million miles. Several of them with 2.5. We got a bunch of people that have had no accidents tickets. So I mean,
Hmm.
it's not super rare. I mean, people are really into safety here where I work at.
Hmm. We got a question on the screen. If you can grab that.
Let's see, info about associate to driver program. So what I know about that is that if you work in a Walmart, or you work in a DC, or one of the clubs like a Sam's Club, you
Hmm.
want to talk to your manager, as far as I know, and ask them about that, and they'll get you signed up on it. I don't know all the details, like if it's a guarantee you're going to get in there right away, or if it's seniority based. But I've met a lot of the associate to drivers, and I think a lot of them, they don't understand the significance of what they're being given. I mean, it's amazing. These are people that have never drove truck, just regular people with a Class C license. They say they want to drive for Walmart, and then they get on this program. Well, then we literally teach them to get their CDL, help them get their
Hmm.
CDL, and then over 12 weeks, we teach them to be a truck driver and work for Walmart. And yeah, you bypass all that 30 months, you bypass everything.
Nice, nice, nice.
Instantly you're in, private fleet. But you got to pass all that, of course. But it's 12 weeks, I believe, that they're training you and riding with you and that kind of thing.
Now that training at Walmart, did they do away with the manual? Because I knew a lot of guys that struggle with that, or is that
Yeah,
something?
I'm pretty sure we're completely done with the manual now.
Okay, here y'all go,
I got
people.
rid of
All right.
mine 2 years ago. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
2 years ago I had to let mine go, and that was hard because I've drove everything you could think of throughout the years, but I never drove a manual, and I was scared that it was going to be dangerous because on snow or on downgrades and all that. Well, they said you don't have a choice; you got to go into a manual. I'll be honest with you, I love that manual. It is so awesome.
Yeah. We got another question here on the screen. If you can grab that.
Yeah. Wait, I don't see it. Which one is it?
You don't see it right on the screen here.
Oh, on the screen. Yeah. Did they give you money for reaching 3 million safe miles? I don't think so. We get a safety bonus quarterly. And so, I mean, you're already getting that plus a day off every 3 months. But I do believe they let you trick your truck out. I think that's what it is. It's just recently changed. It used to be we would get these blue trucks and then you can do all this stuff to trick it out. Now I know it's a truck with it's like white with half blue. And I don't know all the details, but I mean, it's either that or you can get money instead of doing that. And I don't know the amount of money.
Yeah, give me the money. Give me the money.
Yep.
Okay, we have another question here. Captain Caveman. Grab that.
Sorry, how long do we stay with the trainer after being hired? At 2 weeks, I think it is. That's a mentor. And I think all they really do is they just hang out with you and ride with you to make sure you're doing good. I don't know if I guess the training would probably at that point just be helping you with, well, it's not paperwork, but like the tablet or procedures and things like that. I mean, at this point, you're hired. I mean, there's no training on driving or any of that, I'm sure. But 2 weeks.
We've got another one here. Any longevity bonuses?
No, I don't think so. No, I think I mean the only real bonus, it's not money. I think it's after 20 years you can keep the 10% card for life. Which is 10% card is you get 10% discount on all your purchases except for groceries at any Walmart, and your wife gets one too, so it helps out a lot.
Let me ask you this question, Don. What's the biggest difference between working for Walmart Direct or working for, let's say, a company like US Express pulling Walmart freight?
You're going to get paid dramatically less
for working for US Express.
Okay. Yeah, and you're not going to get all these benefits we're talking about. Okay. I mean, basically, you'll get paid. Your company's going to pay you. I mean, Walmart, you're working for Walmart, but your company's paying you. I mean, I think you get paid the same as we do as far as that goes. But I mean, all this extra stuff we've been talking about, you don't get any of that. There's just so many things. I don't even know where to begin, to be honest with you. But
all right, we can carry on. All right, we can move
on. Well, okay, then that's a good question, because I've had a lot of people ask that and they're happy doing what they're doing. And it's like, but the benefits are so dramatically more. And, I know people that they just keep doing the third party thing and they're not getting the PTO. They're not getting all this stuff.
I know some people too. They just, I don't know. They just keep doing it. So I don't know. Sometimes you just got to let people do what they want to do. You know what I mean?
Yep, that's right.
Let's see. Got a question here. Any tuition assistance?
Tuition? You mean like trying to get your CDL?
I'm not.
Well, the only thing that we have like that is the associate to driver, which they take care of everything. It don't cost you nothing. As far as somebody that is not part of that program, no, Walmart's not involved in any of that I know of, unless you're talking about where people go to college. Now we do have something like that where Walmart will help with tuition, if that's what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't know the details. You can look it up online though, but they will help pay for some college and that kind of thing, as far as I know.
Yeah, yeah, that's awesome. Man, look at this big baller right here, man. He's at 120 for the year already with 4 paychecks to go. Shout out to you, sir, or
Yep.
ma'am, or whoever. Salute, salute.
I mean that's where we're at right now. People that have been here a long time, they like me, if I work full time, I probably make about 140 a year.
Hmm.
And then that brings up a good point. Here's another benefit that some people may not think it's a benefit, but I sure do. If I work full time, I get 140. But see, I work 5 on, 5 off, and that's just one
Hmm.
schedule out of a bunch of them. Where maybe you don't want to work all the time. I mean, I work
Hmm.
5 days on, 5 days off. I work extra this time of year, and I still get paid about 100,000, and I'm working like 50% of the time.
Hmm.
Uh, we got other positions where you can work 6 days and get 3 days off, or work 5 days, get 3 days off, work 5 days, get 2 days off. I mean, there's just a slew of them. Where could you go to get all these schedules, all these different types of schedules? I mean, I just love
Hmm.
that.
Hmm. Absolutely. Let's see what else we got. All right, yeah, big difference. Certainly not all the vacation time. Okay, the 401 man. Oh, yeah, he's just running down all the list of things, man, that you will not get if you work over there at US Express versus working for Walmart. I'm just saying, man. Uh another thing, another question. Oh, about the trucks. Do
Yeah,
you guys? I hear a lot of people. Well, let me take that back. Not a lot of people. Some people have said, "I don't want to work for Walmart because you got to slip seat the truck." What's your
yeah.
thoughts on that? Or do you have to? I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of people do. It depends on what DC you're out of. Some DCs have way less trucks than drivers. Others have more. Overall, you're probably going to land up being in a truck pretty quickly. I've known quite a few people within a year they're in their own truck. Um, it kind of depends on what program you're going to go in. I mean, if you're going to be a full time driver, then you want your own truck that you're not sharing with anybody. But like me, I'm in like what's called a program. So me and another guy, we share one truck. And so on his 5 days, that truck is rolling. And then on his days off, that truck's rolling again with me in it. And so
Gotcha.
there's a lot of sharing like that. But the slip seating thing, as far as I know, most of the time you're going to get a truck at the beginning of the week and you're going to be in that truck all week, most likely. But,
Right.
it
So
depends
when
on the DC.
so on your days off, when you come back, you're back into your same truck, correct?
Yes, always.
Okay,
Yes.
there you go. There you go. There you go. I like that. I don't like the thing of like we slip seat all the time. I have a driver when I'm out, she's in.
Yeah.
We're back and forth, but it's the same truck. We're not
Yeah.
jumping truck to truck to truck to truck to truck. No,
Well,
we
and
got
then the
the same truck, same trailer. Hmm.
same person, that makes a big difference because you
Yeah,
get along
yeah.
with that person and everything works just fine.
Hmm. In most cases, but not all cases. But hopefully
Right.
they do.
So,
Hopefully you get
so,
along with the
so I
the
hate to
driver.
do this to you, Dirty Broke, but I got
Uh
to
huh.
step out for just a minute.
Hey, whatever you got to do, man. Whatever you got to do.
I
All
tried
right,
to,
I'll sit.
I tried to make it. I tried to make
No, no, no problem. We'll sit you down, man. We'll get him back when he comes back. Let me put him down there, and we'll carry the show, man. So yeah, just get some more questions up for Don, man. He's getting ready to turn 18 years there, man. So salute to him for that. Excuse me. And he has a lot of experience working there, man. Like I said, if I was trying to work at Walmart, I would be using a guy like that, man. I pinned his information. I pinned his link to his channel. His channel is linked. If you don't know who he is, hit his link. If you're trying to get on over there at Walmart, I suggest you use him. Why not? He already told you it's going to be so many drivers applying for these jobs. So you need to try to get yourself ahead of all those people some way. Whether you got to have a good license, you got to know somebody, and then try to work in that way, man. Because there's going to be a lot of applicants that's not going to do this, man. We talk about this kind of stuff all the time, man. You got to know some people sometimes, man. Knowing some people that could get you there a whole lot faster. All right, let's see what we missed down here. Let's see. Let's peek back here. All right, got Toga in there. We appreciate you, Toga, man. Appreciate that work you're doing. God, man, I had to put Toga on the payroll, man. Shoot, man. All right, you have an assigned truck, Jonathan. Shout out to you, VJ. Okay, you have to wear a Walmart uniform. And then the cameras. All right, we're gonna get that up. I'll pop that on the screen. So when he comes back, we'll get him to answer that. I think you do, or somebody in the chat can probably answer that. There's some Walmart drivers down in the chat. They could probably answer that for you. Okay. What's the better DC? That's with Bink. What up, Bink? Uh, grocery or general merchant? All right, let's get him back. He's back. Okay.
I'm
There
back.
you go.
Sorry about
All
that.
right. Got a question? No problem. Hey, man. Hey, nature calls. Hey, VJ, got a question for you on the screen there.
Let's see. Do you have to wear the Walmart uniform and any cameras? Yes and yes. So the uniforms, they're pretty good about the uniforms. They've got multiple different ones. They got like the dark blue short sleeve or long sleeve, light blue, same thing. They got ones with stripes on them. They got white shirts. And as far as pants goes, they got like what is it? Like a Wrangler jean or something like that. Different kinds of slacks. I mean, they got a bunch of choices. You can wear shorts, and so I mean, yeah, you gotta wear your uniform, but I mean, they give you a lot of choices. It's pretty cool.
All right, we got another
as far
question
as
there.
The camera, well, as far as the camera
go
goes,
ahead, the camera.
it's outwardly facing only, and it's only activated when there's like a hard braking or you get an accident.
So no, you guys don't have driver facing?
No.
See that Gemini? They don't have driver facing.
But you know they can hear you though when they're activated. And then another thing is that like at nighttime, if you're holding that phone in your hand, they're gonna see the reflection on the window. I mean, some things to think about there.
We got a question here from Bink TV.
Let's see, what's the better GC to work?
Monetarily, grocery or general merchant?
Oh, I see. You know, this is kind of a debate. I've had some people tell me that they think grocery is better. I think that GM is better, general merchandise, because there's less chances as us getting held up, because mostly we drop and hook. We do help with the groceries, so there is some live unloading and loading when we go to one of those DCs. There's not near as many back hauls as there used to be back when I first started here. So, you know, you're moving a lot. But then again, I mean, if you live in an area that has really good stores that unload quickly, you could make more money because of activity. I mean, I don't think there's a definitive answer because every area is different. Every state's different. Every DC is different. Personally, I think GM, I just think it's less hassle, less stress.
It probably come down to a lot of, personal preference too, I would suppose.
Yeah.
Somebody want to know, are you OTR for Walmart?
It's regional. I've gone as far as Montana. I'm out in California. I've gone as far as Montana, out to I've gone to Nebraska. That was years and years ago. And then I've gone out to down in Arizona. But overall, I pretty much just do California, Oregon, Washington, and Nevada. And that's all northern usually. So it's I wouldn't consider that OTR. That's regional. You're home every 5 days, guaranteed.
Guaranteed. All right, there you go. That's awesome there. That is awesome there. Seems cool. Okay, you got that. Okay. Automated translate. Let's see what this question is here from Taco Boy.
Slip seat cameras without. Well, it's a big one here. Automated slip seat cameras and with audio required. Monkey suit might slightly better.
Not enough for me to have freedom. Okay, so he's not with it. All right, so he's not.
Well, he does bring up a good point. A lot of people, I get a lot of that right there on my channel.
Me too.
Yeah, I get a lot of comments like that on my channel. I'm not going to give up my freedom. They're micromanaging. You're being controlled. And I noticed that the people you had on, the Walmart drivers you had on, they all have the same answer I have. We're like, what are you talking about? I mean, like literally,
I did a video on it.
I know. I leave Monday morning or whatever, my Monday morning, and I don't even talk to nobody for 5 days. Like no connection whatsoever. It comes up on the screen. It says where I go. I go and deliver it. It tells me the next thing. I go do that. I mean, how much freedom did you want? I mean, I do whatever I want as long as I deliver what they want delivered.
Because when you're truck driving, and people talk about this freedom thing, and I listen, I've been trucking for over 3 decades, right?
Yeah.
So when you're in a truck, it is no freedom. You got to move the load. I don't care if it's for yourself. If you moving the load for yourself, you got a broker load. You working for a company. You got to move the load. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Well, I think of it like this. What if I own the company? You know,
Hmm.
what would I expect from people? I mean, I want everybody to do the best they can. I don't want them to be unhappy. I want to make money. I want them to make money. Walmart's no different. I mean,
Hmm.
yeah, they got some rules and regulations and all this, no different than any other company. No other company wants you texting while you're driving or speeding or, not being there when they need you. What company wants any of that? None of them do. So,
Hmm.
I mean, they ain't no different.
And my thing is, and my solution to that is, if you don't like the rules of a company, do not apply. It's
Yes.
just that simple. It's just that I've done a video on this. Is not complicated. I'm not going to sit here and say I don't like this about that. I don't like. I just don't. Just move on. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like it, just move on. Just that
Oh,
simple. Don't try to force something you don't like.
well, and I think you and I were talking about it before we came on. That's kind of how I was. I worked for a company where a truck went as fast as I wanted. That was back in the day when we used to write fiction,
Yeah,
logbooks.
yeah, absolutely.
And,
We come from that. Yeah, yeah.
oh, yeah, I would, let's just put it this way. I would land up getting paid for, X amount of days, but I'd be home for half them days. But that's not what
Uh
it said on my logbook. And, that was stressful. I had the freedom to speed and do all this stuff, but I was under stress, under the gun all the time. Working where I work at now, I don't have to worry about anything. I don't even do the logbook. It says when I'm driving, when I'm not. I don't even think about it.
It's laid back. I call it laid back trucking, man. We just get in there. What's the load? All right, I got to take this load from here to there. That's it. I just do it, and that's it. It's not really not that complicated, man.
That's it. Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you, man. I have and me and one of my guys. We talk about this all the time. I got more. I actually have more freedom working for this company than I ever did working for myself. When I worked for myself, I worked my ass off, man, every
Oh, yeah.
day, all day,
Yep.
driving the truck. I had to dispatch the truck and I had to work on the truck. Like I had to do all those jobs. I only got paid for one sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But I had to do all those jobs. Here, man, I just drive. That's it.
Well, the best thing about Walmart, and there's a lot of other drivers agree with me on this. The best thing is this PTO because
Hmm.
I can be having, I could be off for 5 days. I'm having a good time with the family. And it's like, I just don't feel like going to work tomorrow. I just want to enjoy being
And
with my
being,
family. I just
and being
call.
compensated for it.
Yeah. I just call and tell them, hey, I'm not coming in tomorrow. I don't need to cough and act like I'm sick or none of that. I'm just not coming in tomorrow. And
And
then
the
I get
check
my
is
full
still going to
wages.
hit. Yeah, and the
Yeah.
check is still going to hit.
Yeah.
There's something to be said about that, man. I've been on both sides of this, man. When I took off, it was no money coming in until I got my ass back in that truck.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, when I take off, I got 5 weeks, man. I
Yeah.
never took off 5 weeks, man, in a year. You crazy? I would be broke.
So that's one of the things I've promoted on my channel because I'm 5 on, 5 off. I only got to take 5 days off and then I got 15 days off, right? Because I work
Mhm.
5 on, 5 off. And so in the winter, it's hard to make money because the roads closed. You got to drive slow and all this stuff. And so I tell people, I go, why would you want to work in the winter? That just takes money out of your pocket. And so
Mhm.
I end up taking January and I try to take most of February off, like the entire month,
No,
you
right.
know.
There you go. you got you
And
got your
there ain't no
system.
job that I know of I can do that and
Yeah,
get
yeah.
paid.
There you go. Yeah, because come next year, with the rough months for us here, it's January, February. Well, that's when we tend to get most of our snow. I usually try to take my vacation around that time.
Yep.
Just
And
so I don't
it's
have to
great.
deal with it.
Nobody wants to take their vacation then, so all the days are available
All
every
the days
time.
are available. There you go. Yeah, it's not like wait, we got to see if John's working, if Tim's working, if no. Yeah, you say all right, go ahead, bye. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
See you. We'll see you when you get back. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying,
Exactly.
and then you get on the plane and just go somewhere warm. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh,
get paid. Okay, don't leave that part out.
oh
Like you're
yeah.
not. come back to the truck in the hole. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that check going to hit every whatever your pay period is every day.
Well, we went to Kauai here last year, and we
Mm-hmm.
went for 10 days. And so I took the 5 off in the middle. So I had 15 days off. And one of the things about having the hazmat, and I said this on that video I made, you automatically get the TSA pre-check because of that. And
Mm-hmm.
you can just skip the line and then you go right into the terminal through the
Mm-hmm.
PSA pre-check because you have hazmat. I mean,
Mm.
that's one of the benefits about traveling. The other is that I only had to take 5 days off, and I got paid for them to get 15 to go to Hawaii. Again, I never had any jobs in the past, so I could do any of that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Now see Kenyatta showing off now. See what he said in there, Don. See, he's showing off
Oh,
right there.
Jamaica. Huh?
That,
Oh,
yeah, that's one of your drivers, man. He's showing off.
I bet it's nice down there too right now.
He said he chilling right now on paid time off. Check hitting. He on the beach drinking, having a good time, eating
Getting
good.
paid
You know
doing
what
it.
I'm saying? Getting
Yeah.
paid doing it, man. Come on, man. What you talking about? Man, that's the kind of trucking I like to do. I don't know about anybody else, but I love trucking like that. When I take off, I still get paid.
Oh yeah.
Shoot, man, I like that kind of trucking. Uh, Another question I wanted to ask you,
Yeah.
because it is a lot of little perks with Walmart that I like, and I touched on it before with the other people I had on. If you want to touch on it, when you guys pull up at them WalMarts, and I know a lot of independents, right? And they
Yeah.
deliver to Walmart, and they
Yeah.
got to sit in them lines and wait and wait. How Walmart do it when y'all come there?
We have a left lane, and the left
Uh
lane
oh.
is just drive right on through. All those people are in the right lane, you know. That's a whole different world. Whole different world. Yeah. No, and it's like that everywhere. It's not just at the DCs that we have
Uh-huh.
priority. We go to like a back haul. Let's say we go to like a Crystal Geyser or whatever, one of them pure life water places.
Hmm.
We
So
get
so
prep.
if you come 30 minutes late, you still get in that left lane, still get on up in there. You don't have to
Oh yeah.
reschedule or nothing like that. Ooh, uh-oh. I'm just taking shots at a couple of my friends. That's all. They know we joke like this.
Yeah. But I mean, when I go to load up somewhere at one of these outside companies to get a whole load of something and bring it back to our DC, there's people that say they've been there 2, 3, 4 hours, and then I walk in and they say, "Put it in door 2," and the truck
Uh-oh.
starts bouncing. You know,
Uh-oh. Just like that. Come on, Don. Don't do them like that, Don. Come on now.
sorry, man.
All right, don't do them like that. Man, they punching at the air right now. But another good perk you guys have. You guys get store discounts as well, right? Or is that still a thing?
Well, yeah, we have the 10% card, but then like at Christmas, they've changed it over the years, but I think overall they've been sticking with you get a 25% discount. Plus, you can
Mm-hmm.
put your 10% on top, so it'll be 35% during like between now and New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that's pretty good. You go in and buy, let's say this is a one-time thing, right? So you go in and buy like $1,000 TV. I mean, that's a lot of money to get 35% off. I mean, that's 350
Mm-hmm.
bucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and then during the holidays, we get the 10% for the food, which you don't normally get 10% for food
Mm-hmm.
all the way until New Year's, which is nice. When you do your grocery shopping, you're gonna
Mm-hmm.
buy a lot more this time of year, most likely. You know,
Mm. Now, how much are the showers there at the DC that you pay for the showers? How much is that?
free. They're all free
God,
showers,
good God
and
Almighty.
they're nice too. We have all the DCs. They have like a housekeeper lady,
Uh,
and she's like one of the crew. Everybody likes the house, and sometimes it's men too, but whatever. We get along with them. They're like part of the family. They keep it immaculate. All
mm-hmm.
the towels and wash rags you want, nice fancy bathrooms. You can take
Mm,
showers in
nice.
there or whatever. It's nice.
And
Yeah.
and what I would like about it, like if I had to run a sleeper, regional, that would be Walmart would be like the top of my list, to be quite honest with you, just because of the people I talk to with yourself and explaining they have all the things that I like. I don't
Yeah.
like waiting in lines. I'm not that guy. Anybody knows me, they know I don't like to wait, man. If I gotta wait, that's why I failed at trucking. Like I would get in fights with customers, like because I can't stand that. You got
Yeah.
one pallet on the damn truck, like just get
Right.
that off so I go.
Let's
They
get with
like
it.
take you.
Yeah.
What we doing, man? What we doing? So I come unglued, man. I don't have that kind of patience, man. But anyway, uh, it's just
I
the
do
fact
that when I
that
go shopping.
this is the fact that when you go to the DC, you pull up in the DC, you can back your trailer, and I'm assuming you can walk in the store and get some groceries.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Yeah.
So you're always eating fresh. You're not eating all this McDonald's and all that fast food crap. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. No,
Always can have fresh fruit or whatever.
I tell people there's no excuse. We're at a Walmart multiple times a day, probably. You can
Hmm.
walk in there and do your shopping or whatever. We have a refrigerator in the truck. You can put a microwave in there. There's an inverter. I carry my coffee pot, one of those K cup deals,
Hmm.
and yeah, I even have an ice maker in the truck.
See, there you go. There you go.
I gotta have
Yeah,
my ice
these
24/7.
uppity guys.
I did actually I did a video on it if y'all want to check it out.
Oh, we're gonna check it out. We're gonna go check it out. We're gonna get over there. Hey, Toga, if you're in there, find that video for us, Toga. Share that video.
Yeah.
But it's just little things like that I like about working for a company. I don't want to work for a company where I have just multiple delays after delay after delay. I just can't function under that, man. I wouldn't be good at that. I know my limits, and I'm not good. I'm not good at handling that.
Well, you know what's good
Mhm.
too is we could park at most all the Walmart stores, and so I mean, you want to get all the miles you can in every day. I mean, there's a lot of Walmarts out there, and we've
That's
all
another
been
great
there where you
point.
try to go into the truck
That's
stop
another
and
great point.
nowhere to park in the truck stop, or you're worried about someone taking your hood off in the middle of the night, that kind of thing.
Uh
And we don't
oh.
have to deal with that.
Uh-oh. And that is a major I hear with truck drivers, it just ain't enough parking. That's
Yeah.
not an issue for Walmart drivers. You just
No,
pulling up at the Walmart.
and and if you get stuck in an area where there is no Walmart, then they'll pay for your parking,
Hmm.
and they'll pay for your showers if you're not a DC
Hmm.
at that particular night. They'll pay for your
Hmm.
shower, so it's good.
So you're not coming out of pocket for any of that, even if you have to go to one of these truck stops and park, but I would be making sure I wouldn't have to do that. I would make sure I'd land at a DC somewhere. Take care of
Right.
that.
Well, there's
Hmm.
two things that Walmart don't want ever. They don't ever want you to work for free. So they want to pay you for everything, and they don't want you to
Mm.
ever pay for anything.
So we don't. So working for Walmart, you don't give no time away.
No.
Okay.
No.
Just want to be clear on that. You don't get paid for everything you do there. So shout out to Walmart for that, man. Let's see what we got here. Let's see, we miss any questions here? So, like I said, we do have some Walmart drivers down in there grabbing the questions. Okay, our Charles free. Yeah, you got quite a few Walmart drivers in here. So shout out to them for helping out,
I
answering
appreciate
some
it.
of the people's questions. All right. Here we go right here. Donald. You want to get that? I think we talked
So,
about that already.
yeah, if you already have your CDL but zero experience, can I still join the associate driver program? Somebody asked me that here a couple of weeks ago, and I didn't know the answer. I don't know why it would matter. I mean, it seems like you can still go on the program. I mean, you have your CDL. That just means that one less thing to do. But, that's something you'd have to ask your store manager and get the details on.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's that video right there that Toga just put in. He got the ice maker in the truck. So y'all click on that
There you go.
and watch that video. Oh man, I'm gonna be watching that video. Matter of fact, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it right now. Okay. But yeah, so I think that's pretty much everything. All the questions I had. Let me see the important stuff. Uh, the trucks. How often do you guys get new trucks?
I think they replace them at 600,000 miles. Don't quote me on that, but it's something like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's always been that way. By the time they start hitting 500 and some, we know it won't be long. It'll be
Yeah,
gone.
so They get them out of there. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, right now we've got mostly new trucks, 25s, 24s, and 23s. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
there's just a few 22s and 21s running around, almost none, or at least where I'm
Mm-hmm.
at. So, I mean, it's
Mm-hmm.
all real new. Most trucks aren't
Right.
going to have more than a couple 100,000 on a max.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's a good deal there. Let's see. Do. If you want to, okay, he's answering that question. Okay, perfect. Let's see. Oh, here's a question. G.I. Joe Trucker.
What about the flatbed division, Walmart? I don't know if that's a nationwide thing or what. I just know at our what we call it our McClellan yard, which is in Sacramento, we've always had
Mm-hmm.
multiple flatbeds there, Walmart flatbeds, and I've always wondered. Somebody said it was for hauling cardboard. Other people said pallets. I've never actually had to pull one, so I don't know the details on that. But they got something going on with the flatbed thing, but I don't know if they went forward with that all the way. Walmart has done that before where they've gotten into something and they decided it wasn't a good fit for them and they backed out. The
Mm-hmm.
best example of that is that we bought, I don't even know how many thousands and thousands of containers, all
Mm-hmm.
brand spanking new containers to go down to the shipyards and all that. And then we backed out of it. And now we have all these brand new trailers. I don't know what they're going to do with them. I heard JB Hunt got all that uh,
Mm-hmm.
shipping container thing for Walmart. So, I mean, it may not even be a thing, this flatbed thing anymore.
Mm-hmm. Now, what I heard about that down there, I don't know if it's true or not. It's just what I heard that the Walmart driver said, "Oh hell no, we ain't sitting down at them yards, man."
No,
Folks, I was kidding.
no,
The Walmart driver said, "We ain't doing that."
no, we ain't sitting
That's what
down
I
there.
heard. I don't know if that's true or not, but the Walmart driver said, "Oh hell no, we ain't sit. We don't sit like that."
That and we didn't want some old junk, the whatever you call the frames. We didn't want because a lot
You
of
don't those
times those,
chassis. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, they're in bad shape. We didn't want none
yeah.
of that.
Let's get this question here on the screen from JP Wick
So
there.
best way to make money at Walmart, um, work extra. I mean, you if you're 5 days on, 2 days off, you can work an extra day. And a lot of times they have what's called extension bonus, and they'll pay you. I think it's $275 plus whatever you make for the day.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I mean, that's obvious how you make extra money, but what people don't realize is the little things add up. And so you work that extra day, it ups your ADP. And then everything
Mm-hmm.
you do after that, you get paid extra. Like you take a day off, you have to go in and do some training, get paid by the hour. Whatever it is, that's just more that adds up. It ups your ADP when you work extra and you get the money
Uh-huh.
for working extra too. So that's your best way to make extra money at Walmart.
Gotcha. Hmm. Well, there's that question there. Let's see. Let's see. The rail yard dropping hook in and out. Oh, shout out to OG 702. Let's see. I think he's talking to somebody. I think friend's talking to somebody else. All right. Uh, so anything else you want to touch on, Don,
You
that we
know,
didn't cover?
my main message on my channel, it's mostly just the fact that you're out here all the time. You drive a truck. This is what you do all the time. Like this is your life. You're going to spend more time in a truck out on the road than you are with your family, most likely. I get some people have day cab and all that, and so you might as well make the best of it. I mean, do the best you can. This is, unfortunately, I say unfortunately, we feel like this is our identity. Well, then if that's how you feel about it, then make the best of it, and that's mostly what I show. I work at a company where I can relax, I can make good money, and, I can still do a great job and feel, I got purpose in life. And a lot of these channels they want to do let me show you how to do a pre-trip, let me show you how to safely do this or check that. I'm not really into that. I'm more into this is how you live your life in a good company, and this is a better way to go than work yourself to death, or because you're never going to get rich doing it, so you might as well just enjoy your life. And that's my whole thing, as a YouTuber for Walmart.
That's a good one there. Hey, I like that. I like how you ended that, man. Yeah, it's just I don't know anybody that really get rich from driving a truck. I don't now. I know people that got rich from taking that money from driving a truck and
Yeah.
getting some sort of other investment going, but
Yeah.
just driving a truck, I haven't met that person yet. I'm still looking for him.
Like
So
I
if y'all
said, I've
find him,
known
y'all let
multiple
me know.
drivers that have retired millionaires. So,
Hmm.
before we go though, I want to make sure I
Yeah, go
thank
ahead.
everybody, and I want to thank everybody in the chat.
Yeah,
I
go
know
ahead.
a lot of these guys are Walmart drivers. I know some of them probably know more than I do because they pay more attention to it. And so, all the questions you've had and the answers, thank you. Thanks for showing up, you guys. I appreciate it.
There you go. So, all right, I appreciate you, Don. Appreciate having you on. Hey, open door whenever you want to come on. Hit me up. You have my contact. I have your contact. If there's anything you need from me, call me up. Anything I need from you, I'll be calling you up, and uh, and we'll
I
be
might,
talking, man,
I
behind the
may,
scenes. Go ahead.
I may take. I said I may take you up on that. I may retire into fuel hauling. We'll see.
Yeah, man. Whatever it is, I may retire into Walmart driver. I don't know. We'll see where it goes. Like we might switch roles. I don't know.
It could happen.
Yeah, it could happen. Yeah, anything's
Thanks for
possible.
having me on, Dirty Broke. I
Hey,
appreciate
and
it.
I appreciate you coming on, man, for sure. All
All
right, you
right.
take care, man, and we'll be talking.
All right. Sounds
All
good.
right, thanks. All right. Man, that was Don right there. Awesome guy right there, man. Ton of information. He's a straight shooter. And like I said, usually if I'm watching somebody on YouTube, I like to watch their channel a little bit before I bring them on, just to kind of get a feel for him and not be capping, and he's a straight shooter, man. So I really enjoy his channel. So I hope you guys that don't know Don, go over there, subscribe to his channel, and I hope y'all enjoy his content. Like I say in a lot of my videos, y'all know this. If y'all can't use this information, I'm almost certain you know somebody that can use it. So that's what we have to do. We have to pass information on. Information we can't use, just pass it on to somebody that may can use it, man. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what else we got for that. So I definitely appreciate Don coming on. We'll try to get Don on again. And anytime there's something new coming on with Walmart, we might hear something in the news, like with a lot of these companies. I'm gonna call Don. That's like my Walmart guy. So I have like four different people I know that work at Walmart that I could call up and then give me that information. So and I try to pass these people on to you guys, man. So use these people, man. Use these people for referrals and stuff like that if you're trying to get gainfully employed by Walmart, man. That's the best way to get in there, in my opinion, man. So we appreciate y'all, man, and we will catch you on the next one, man. Brother, bro, gone.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're chilling when the rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite.